After last night's tornado in Fultondale, churches in the valley are getting ready to head down to lend a hand and some much needed equipment. Our Sydney Stallworth tells us how the Project Unify response team is preparing.
4 Morgan County Churches of Christ are always ready to answer the call when destructive storms leave people in need. After a deadly tornado ripped through Fultondale Monday night, these churches are ready to respond.
Our plan is to head out first thing tomorrow.
Monday night's tornado devastated parts of Jefferson County, hitting hardest in Fultondale, killing one 14-year-old high school student and injuring at least 30 people. The storm leaves behind a community struggling to comprehend the damage. We're told the churches started preparing early so they could get help to people quickly.
As soon as we think it may be a possibility of severe weather, we get the team together, the Flint Church of Christ, the Hartsville Church of Christ, Priceville Church of Christ, and the Decatur Church of Christ. We're all involved in this effort. It's called Project Unify.
With some roads still blocked off and first responders trying to account for any missing persons, Minister Eric Cheney says the team has to take that into consideration before deciding when to arrive.
We want to make sure they get in there and get their job so we're not in their way, but then as soon as we get the clear, we try to be there to help as well.
And the Project Unify team is not coming empty-handed. They're bringing supplies. Things they've learned through experience are absolutely necessary after natural disasters. And you can help by donating certain items that will go straight to helping victims of the tornado.
We need those non-perishable items, canned goods, if you can find them. We need the roofing nails, the tarps, those kind of items are always helpful. We never can have too much of those. And then, of course, you can ultimately pray for us, pray for this effort.
You can drop off supply donations at any of the 4 churches or give online. That link is on rocketcitynow.com. In Priceville, Sydney Stallworth, WZDX News.